All right, St. Johns County, there are about 5 main lot types that you'll find. And I figured I would cover them all in this one neighborhood in Seabrook Village in Nocatee. We have all 5 of these. And so I figured I would start right here. You look across the street there. Let's see if I can zoom in. You got a truck going by there. But you see over there, you have a house, then you have a fence, another house behind it. That is called an interior lot. So we talk about interior lots. It means that you're gonna have your home and then your yard and then someone else's yard. It could be a side yard. It could be a backyard. Let's look over here for a second. See, these houses here have, oh, I'm zoomed in. Hold on, let me zoom back here. These houses here have their side yard is hitting, or their backyard is hitting their side yard. So that would also be considered an interior lot. Then we look right next to it here, we have what we call a preserve lot. And so preserve lot just means that there's preserve behind the house. And here in Florida, that means that you've got probably trees. Most typically you'll have these big straight up and down ones that kind of clump together. Those are some pine trees. And then a lot of times you'll have a live oak. And then some of the typical shrub brush, maybe some palms, some different things like that. And there's also another tree that has, or a bush that has some white flowers, and I think they might have just come out of bloom. But to get some pretty stuff here in Florida, and of course the squirrels and the raccoons and maybe some of the wildlife around as well. But that would be an interior lot. So we've got, a preserve lot. So we've got interior lots, we've got preserve lots. Let's go check out a few other lot types. There's 5, and 4 are pretty easy to think of, 3 especially, but there's 3 more to go, so let's go. This is another very common lot. So we have the interior lot, the preserve lot, and then number 3 is gonna be your standard lake lot. So of course, when we say lakes, kind of a glorified retention pond typically. And these actually help with all the drainage around here as well. But you're gonna have a house, and that's gonna back onto a lake. And then across the lake, you're gonna have other houses. Now there's a similar one coming up we're gonna go to next. And it's got lake, and it's got preserve. You can probably guess what it is. All right, lot number 4. Man, it's a little buggy out here today. Lot number 4 is probably my favorite kind of lot, although sometimes you just want preserve, but then other times you want preserve and lake. So here's a great example of a lot that we would call lake to preserve. So a lake lot, you have a house and then another house behind it. Here there's a lake, and then behind the lake, it's privacy, it's preserve, it's pretty. And so these guys will be able to come out on their lanai and hang out and look out across there. Beautiful. Top notch. This is a beautiful, great lot. All right, number 5, our 5th and final lot type. And you can't find these just anywhere and everywhere, but you notice here, I'm actually parked in like kind of a side parking spot. I think that's kind of weird. What are those all about? Well, these houses right here are on what we call alley lots. And we call it, or rear load houses. And so the front of the house, if you look over here, is actually facing the road, which is pretty typical. But what you're not gonna find right here is a driveway in the front. Just grass in the front, maybe a sidewalk, maybe a walking path up to the front of the house. But the driveway is actually here in the back. And so you see on peaceful, I don't know, does it say drive or court or whatever? You have aqua court and then peaceful. I guess we call it peaceful alley. You've actually got the garage right here. Not a lot of room on this one between the road and the garage space. And that's pretty typical. And so what you'll find here is you've got your garage. There's some of these that are actually been put in apartments up above them, which is pretty neat. And then here you got the back of the house facing the alley. There's a garage. I don't think they have light in this place yet. Then you have this little lanai / courtyard. And here's your living space in the house. I'm gonna go out the front. You can look across and wave to your neighbors and hang out on the porch and enjoy front porch type living. Anyways, this is the 5 types of lots that we have here in St. Johns County. If I'm missing any, let me know. We've got interior, preserve, water to preserve, alley or river loading lots. I'm sure I could be missing 1 or 2. So let me know in the comments or send me a DM and say, hey, you turkey, get out there and shoot some videos of this other lot type that I'm forgetting.